Okay. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, happy 2025. I cannot even believe we're saying 2025.
Can't either.
I
Yeah.
know.
Seems like
Crazy.
future.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad to see 2024 go bye-bye, honestly. I'm looking forward to 2025 and what it's going to bring us. Um, so how you guys feeling about 2025?
Fine. Organized,
Yeah.
ready to move forward.
Did you take time to clear the decks?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Need your help.
Yeah. Yeah, Vicky had a little issue we had to clear up, but we got it cleared up. So, well, you know what? I have a little PowerPoint that I want to share my screen with you guys, and then I just want to have a little chat about some stuff. And let's see if this is gonna let me unplug my second screen and see if this helps. Here we go. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. And can you see one slide?
yes.
Okay, good. All right. So, you know, one thing I don't like actually is the end of the year and thinking and worrying about the beginning of the year. But when the beginning of the year gets here, I start to think, okay, good. Time to, you kind of go, time to get going, right? And every year I think in December, oh, I'm going to have time to relax and all of this. And then what happens is I worry about what's going to happen in 2025. And I never really do, which is kind of a silly thing. But so hopefully that's not you. Hopefully you take time to really just kind of get your brain straight. I think probably for me, Richard had his shoulder replaced 6 weeks ago. And it affected not only his sleep, but my sleep as well. So I think I have been completely exhausted,
Oh,
which,
sure.
when you're tired, you start to kind of every bad thing in the world starts to happen, right? You think everything
Right.
is falling apart. It's just the way it is. So anyway, we are finally starting to get a little bit better sleep, thank goodness. So we made the mistake of buying a split king thinking that would help, and we hated it. So we got our Tempur-Pedic mattress back, and now we're finally starting to sleep. So I'm starting to have a more positive attitude, which is great. So anyway, we get a chance to reset our year. So one thing I just want to make you guys all aware of is that I have a call on Wednesday with the Elevate girls. We're going to decide what we're going to do. But right now, there are so many things to plug into that are already going on. And I think it's really easy to start to be on a bunch of calls, but not necessarily doing anything. And so there's some really great stuff going on. So you guys can see I've already put up in our Facebook group all of these events. So our Team Connect, we're going to keep those monthly, the second Monday of every month. They're already in the Facebook group. So if you go to Team Healthy Bodies USA in Facebook, and just mark that you're going to those events, you will get a reminder. And the other thing that's nice about that is it also has the one-click join link on that over there on that side. So you don't have to type in anything. You should just be able to click it and just join the call.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
helpful for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the company is going to be, we've got to focus, we're going to talk a little bit about the focus of the company is getting your business qualified, which I think is great. January 16th, that would be Thursday. That would be at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Going to be talking about, understanding how and why to qualify your business. And I think that would be a really important call for you to be on if you can be on, because really the whole marketing plan, you guys, is structured around you qualifying your business and teaching other people how to qualify their business.
This is
Okay.
tomorrow, the 14th?
Yeah. No. It's on
No, Thursday.
Can you guys still see my screen?
No.
No, it went dark.
Okay. Let me see. It won't work with me plugging in. Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Okay. So again, that's up in the Facebook group. It's got that one. I could not do a one click on it, but I have the Zoom link, and then you just have to type in the passcode. And I also typed in what the passcode is in the description.
Zoom link. Okay.
All right. And then I have not been on one of these. I need to be on one of these web walks with Dee Lucas and Winnie McGlon. people are saying they are so helpful. And Wendy McLawn and Dee Lucas have really been, I don't know if they've been hired or if they volunteered, but they are really the direct ear to the company on all this digital stuff. They flew to Memphis and met with all of the top programmers and marketing team and everybody on making sure they really understand what it is that we need. So a lot of the changes that are happening that they're working on now are because of Wendy and Dee. And so you might want to hop, on one of these calls, either the 16th or the 24th. They are not recorded because it's Wendy's personal number. And she might say something or whatever. They don't want to have legal review it or whatever. So just make sure if you want to learn more and demystify yourself, just be on one of those calls. Okay. And then Julie Herbst has been doing this, lovely talk on becoming healthy. I don't know if you guys know, but Julie and her husband both are cancer survivors. And Julie actually started another advice kind of thing that she manages that helps people with cancer. So her story is compelling, and she's got all these natural things and things that people can do. So this would be a great event for you to invite people to, especially if they have cancer or know somebody with cancer or whatever. I don't know that she'll talk a whole lot about cancer other than just the things that it takes to kind of stay healthy, but I think she will share her story on there. I have not been on that call either. And then Wendy Campbell, she's been doing the Wow is in the Wise. People love this talk again. And Wendy, if you haven't heard her speak, she's very high energy. I always like to warn people, she's very high energy and very passionate about what she does. But boy, if you listen, she's a wealth of knowledge. Okay. And then the monthly men's call, which is for men only, by the way, is with Jeff Roberti, and he'll be speaking on the 22nd. So anyway, I'm going to try to put these.
We're all on Team Healthy Body. The links.
I put them, all these up are on Team Healthy Body. So just say you're going and you'll get a reminder. And I'm going to try, when I see events come, I'm going to try my best to get them put up in the Facebook group. It does take me some time. I will always put them in Voxer. Okay. So please be sure you're checking your Voxer, once a day or every other day or whatever, and just staying on top of that. Okay.
Hey, Reagan.
Yeah.
To clarify, so the web walks are for us as distributors to learn the system. The other three at the bottom are to invite to.
Right. So the top three are for partners only. The bottom are, I think the monthly men's call could be either or. I don't know. I think that could probably be for somebody looking at the business as well. I don't know that they're talking a lot about the business, but it kind of depends on who's talking that month, right?
Okay.
So any questions about the events coming up? We got lots to plug into for this month and beginning of February. Okay. So make sure you guys can, you can go in and share these flyers, and these are also posted. They'll always going to be in Voxer. You guys, they have already been in Voxer. If you need them again, let me know, and then we'll try to get them posted up. All right. Has anybody taken advantage of the Reset 25 offer besides me? Okay, you guys, it was great. So you go in, you put an order of Trio into your cart, and it automatically adds the Luminate and a whole, it's not a little one, it's a big bag of complete of chocolate and vanilla automatically. But don't add Omega, okay? It'll take it out. So if you're going to put this in for customers, just put this in. If they want Omega, put that in as a separate order, okay? But you might want to look and see who you have shipping this month. You can always have them go in, cancel their upcoming subscription if they've had all their payments done, and put in a new order for them so that they get the advantage of the Luminate. Now, I did not really love the Luminate, but I've been drinking it as a hot tea. I actually like it like that. And I've been having one every afternoon, and I have to tell you, it has like rejuvenated my afternoons, which has been great. So I'm becoming a fan of the Luminate. I don't like it cold. The flavor of it I don't like, but I like it hot, which is kind of funny.
Hey, Reagan, on the
I actually like it, Cole.
Yes.
Go ahead, Steve.
me or
It's
I
you.
don't Okay.
You.
With the reset offer, I have someone I'm going to send it to. Can I do it in a,
Cart?
what you call it, a cart and
Yes.
send it? And that,
Yes.
does that show them what they're getting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does. So I complained because when I did, I was one of the first people that probably put that order in. I did it as soon as it came out. And it didn't show on my receipt that I had all those. And I said, you guys need to change that. But when it sent the shipping, it showed me everything in the shipping. So, and it came, everything was great. It all worked fantastic. And there are no, it's like any trio order you guys put in new, they get it. Okay. It can be you. It could be somebody that canceled an order and got a new order. So it's a great way for people to try our other products. Okay.
I did do one yesterday and it works beautifully. to
It
show
did.
them.
It worked great. So yeah, so that's good. You know, things are starting to kind of work out. Okay. So, oops, geez, this is touchy tonight. I wanted to talk about qualifying your business. So the focus, I think, for the year, you guys, is really getting your customer base qualified. Okay. So you're talking about really having about, I'm just going to round it up. If you had trio orders, around 25 people taken. That's 12 families, husband and wife taking a trio order. Okay. If that was your goal to do that, I will tell you what will happen is just based on the numbers. You'll have a couple of those people that go, oh, my mom needs this too, or my friend, my sister, whatever. And you're going to have some people that you'll go, you know what, you might as well just, partner with us and you get the benefit of that. Okay. So remember that if somebody orders something and if they had 5 other orders of what they're taking, it's going to offset the cost of what they're taking. That's how I got started. So they're really putting a focus on clubs again, which I have been like a crazy lady, like saying, please, let's get away from titles and go back to focusing on clubs. Who cares if you're a blah, 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 whatever plus, okay? I don't care. What I do care about is clubs because that is where people make money. That is where more people get healthy. And that is where you move up this marketing plan. Okay. And that's where people are sharing with other people, which is what we need to do. If we want a viable opportunity for ourselves and a company that's going to work. So if you are out of qualification and you get back in qualification, there's some bonuses in here. But between now and I think it's August, if you get to 3 club and you're qualified and you have 3 other people, there's a $300 bonus. You can see all of that going down. They've introduced 2 new clubs. One's a 9 club, which I'm so glad because it's a pretty big jump between 6 and 12. 9 club also now gets to go to the gala. That's not going to be called the Elton Awards anymore. They're going to rename it. I'm guessing it'll probably be something around J. Martin, but I don't know. So anybody that gets to 9 club by the end of August gets to go to the gala in the fall. Okay. And you get this nice bonus. So the way that I have always described our marketing plan is when you get to 3 club, you're probably senior sales coordinator. When you get to between 6 and 12 club, you're probably QNMD. If you're 12 to 24 club, you're national marketing director. Depends on your width. And that has always held true for every single person I have ever worked with. Okay. So that,
Reagan?
again, go ahead.
So Reagan, it's Vicky, and I've been away for so long. So if you have a 3 club, does that mean you have 3 active members or under you, and they have to have how many people under them for you to be?
They have 1,800 PBC coming in every month. So
18.
that means that they have their customer base built. Basically, they've got at least 25 to 30 customers of their own.
Okay.
Okay. And not everybody's going to do that. So, but a few people are, and you only need, really 5 legs that are doing that to get to the top to national marketing director,
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, we appreciate where people are, but, if we've got somebody that can share with 12 couples, they're going to be making an average of $500 to $700 a month. That's going to keep a lot of people happy, especially right now with the I just bought eggs, you guys, they were $11. What the heck, right? So we have a need for the business side just as much as we do for the product side. And a lot of people are going to share anyway,
Yeah.
you know? So I always like to make sure people know, you might as well. You're going to share this with your mom, you're going to share this with your sister or whatever. So, and whether they do or not, that's up to them, but most people will. Okay. So if you're a first time PB qualifier, you're getting $100 reward. You have to hold that for 2 consecutive months. And again, that's 1,800 PBQ coming in, right? If you haven't qualified and you get qualified between January and July, actually is when it is. I said August, January and July, you get a $100 reward. Have to hold it for 2 months. They are going to have special calls just for qualifiers that they have put on. We haven't gotten a list of that. I've asked for a list. I haven't gotten that yet, but you'll be eligible to be on those calls. But you also, this one that's coming up, again, you guys can all be on that call this week about how and why to qualify. Okay. So there'll be a lot of benefits they're really going to make it great to qualify your business. And again, if you get to 9 club, which you could have 3 people who all get 3 people, you're at 9 club, easy, right? Even more. And you get to go to the gala. And it's between January and July, not the end. I said August. I meant August for January and end of July. Okay. You get to go to the gala. All right. So we've got the Reset 25 that's going on. You've got the 3+1. Has anybody been keeping up with the 3+1? You get 3 new customers and a new partner. Then you are eligible for prizes for other bonus money every month. And the more that you do that every month, there's a bigger prize each month that you do that. And I think that ends in end of February. So you've got this month and next month to do that. Join the club is you get your business qualified. And again, they're also going to be giving away, just if you do it, there's random drawings they're going to be doing for people that get into the club. And so you may win more money or a cool prize or whatever. And then of course, get to the gala. That's kind of the focus. Okay. This 3-1 incentive, you guys can see that the first month you did it was $50 reward. Second month, you also get the $50 reward, but then you start to see where these bonuses start to go up, right? So that's up on the head. Okay, changes. We've had a rough change session. And I know many of you guys know that I'm not a patient girl. I was talking to Missy the other day and I said, I was born with not 1 grain of sand of patience in my body, and neither were you. And so we laughed about that, but it's true. And so it is hard to be patient through this, you guys, but I will tell you that they're putting a lot of time and money getting things to fix. It's a lot of the things you just kind of go, what the heck? Like, why? And, this was a great little picture that I found today. And I thought, okay, there's things that matter and things I can control. And the only things that matter are really the things that matter to me that I can control. And that's what we need to focus on. And so what I can control is I know that new orders are going in just fine. I can put in new orders. I can, it's really the people that are having the most problems are the ones that haven't set up their account yet. Some of the partners who have been unplugged that go, what's going on? Like they completely have no idea what's going on. And they don't know how to get into their back office and things like that. That's really where the problems are right now. And there's a few other little glitches here and there, but for the most part, they can be fixed or are being fixed. So the person who I think has had more issues than anybody in the whole company, because she has more customers than God, literally, is Sue. And so Sue, I would like for you to share a little bit about where things were, where kind of what happened and where you see things going in your impression right now.
Well, not to ever speak badly of things, but there was a lot of confusion, I think, particularly of getting customers getting their accounts activated. That was a lot of the problem. And may I just say, this was back in October, primarily for me. A lot of the links that were sent to people, when they went on the link, they ended up under different partners. So I was chasing down customers. Yeah, I know that happened. And
Oh
I
my
think,
God.
oh,
unbelievable.
well, as you know, I had pages and pages of things that were going on. Right now, I'm down to just a dull roar. I only have 5 issues that I'm dealing with now, which is nice instead of 20 or 30, which is what I used to have. So that's been great. And I mean, customer service will get back to you. And I found if you send an email over the weekend, they will follow up with you over the weekend. Now, you can't call on the weekend, but they will send emails back to you. I'm sure they know me by name now because I've sent so much information to them. But getting, if I can't get a customer activated, then they've been sending a direct link to get somebody activated. And then I will get on the phone, and I have a little handy duty cheat sheet that I have on my phone too, that I can walk people through on how to get their account activated. So I've been doing that. And I think 1 or 2 of the issues that happened is that I was relying on the back office a little bit too much for orders that were upcoming, and those orders shipped early. So I'm in the process of just fixing a few things along those lines. And what I see, everybody, I mean, I got what, 120 customers, believe me, dealing with all of that for months has been very challenging. But what I see is that 90% of them are pretty much set now. They've got their accounts activated. They know how to get into their subscriptions. Sorry, I don't mind the dog and the squeaking bowl. They've gotten into their accounts, and I've walked them through. They can delay, they can expedite, they can change their credit card, they can change their address. They can do all of those things. So that's been really, really positive. So I would say probably I would hope within the next month, I mean, I'm talking by the end of February, that most everything is now going to be streamlined. And I have added new customers. Yay. And I just create a cart. And if you don't know how to do a cart, call me, because I know how to do a cart, you guys. Reagan knows how to do a cart, but I'm happy to share. I have a little paper, and I walk myself right through this each time. And that has worked beautifully. No, you guys, go ahead and laugh. That's fine. You
That's
can
so cute.
send it. Well, you can send it to their phone, or you can send it to their email, because some people don't want to put their credit card on their phone. I get that, but they can certainly do it on their computer. So that's worked really well for me. And as I look forward, that's getting more comfortable with everything. That's my positive focus. So, and we still have events, you guys. Judy and I are still doing booths every month. I have a talk at the Cancer Center later this month to educate. Yes, Rocco, I hear you. And I still have people I meet for coffee, and we sit down, and everybody needs Juice Plus as far as I'm concerned. I hear about all the problems, and you just say, are you at least willing to give it a chance, or dare to compare Juice Plus to whatever it is, your product that you're taking, and let's walk through that together. So
That's a great thing to say, dare to.
It really is.
Dare to compare, because so many people are fixated on their man-made whatever. Sorry, the dog is going to bark. Is that okay, Reagan?
Fantastic. And here's the other thing. If you guys have to call for any reason, please do not, first of all, I've said this over and over, do not let a customer call. Please
No.
call, and immediately, as soon as you have the option, it'll go through one little recording, get on the callback list, because my last callbacks have been within 10 to 20 minutes.
Wow.
So don't
I
stay
agree.
on.
I agree
Okay,
with that.
it's not worth your time to stay on hold. And then we had a little issue with, okay, here's another little glitchy thing. And by the way, Travis did a call with some of us a couple days ago, and they said that this is taking longer than they thought. So we all need to be patient, but they're working on it. They did hire, I can't remember his name. No, they hired a new person to work in operations. So that's going to help as well. And but there's a little glitch that Vicki found that you guys should know about, that one of her customers had a typo on a couple of her orders, and it was correct on some other orders. So when she set up her account, she set it up with the correct email, but we couldn't, because the other email was the wrong email. She couldn't get an activation link for that. They could not change that and have it roll under. And I don't know why. I think that's ridiculous, but for some reason, the Shopify system would not let them change that email because there was one already existing. Now, again, it does not make sense to me, and hopefully that will change over time. So we had to end up canceling those orders and putting in some new orders. She was overstocked anyway, so in the long run, it's going to be a blessing that we can throw those orders in a little bit later. And the customer was completely amazing and wonderful about it. And the other thing I want to say is my customers actually are liking having the ability to get into their account. So it's not all bad, right? Now, I wish that they had a little more control. And again, that's supposed to be coming. So the other thing I have heard is that the shipment dates on the back office were not correct, although Sean Hopkins came on today and said they think they have fixed that. So upcoming shipments report should be working correctly. Al, you have a
Megan?
question?
One of the glitches I've had that I talked to somebody today with is last week I changed, and it's happened twice. I delayed an order, and then when you go to the back office, I went today, so it's been 7 days or something. I went today and it still shows her order as shipping on
Yeah.
the January date. And so when I called, they can look in the
Yeah.
back and see where.
The other thing you can do is you can have that person go into their subscription and it will show them when it's shipping. So if you have them look at their subscription.
I know, but I still have people that are struggling to, if I ask them to do that, they're like, I don't have time for this. I have a completely different experience with the people saying that they don't like having to do this. And one of them is an IT person. She said, I don't have time for this. I'm ready to quit. So it's like,
Yeah, well, again, it'll get better. And you know what, they say that, but they do it on Amazon all the time. So
Yeah.
And I
know.
would say I get people, I mean, when I've had to call, I have good luck with them, like just leaving my callback number, kind of the same thing.
yeah.
But I've had 2 customers that this is where I kind of miss having like the control, because I could like
No.
delay and then check back with them to see how they're doing. And they didn't set up their account kind of like they're supposed to. So now they got a shipment and they're way overstocked. And so they have to cancel. And, you know, like I don't have control over that at this point. Like I just gotta check
Well,
back in with them
what
in
I've done
8
with a few of those
months.
people is had them just set up their account with me on the phone and then skip their next shipment so that they get caught
Yeah.
up.
Well, it already shipped.
That's what I'm
See what I'm
saying. Once it's shipped, then have them skip that next shipment.
Yeah.
Then it
Yeah.
all works out in the
Do
wash.
that before, but you can't do that until they're all paid up, right?
Right. Right. So you put it on your calendar to go in. Now, the other thing I've done, you guys, which right or wrong, I've had them put their password as Juice Plus, capital J, capital P. I can get into their account and do it for them.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
And I've only had a couple. I just feel like I don't have control now. Like I'm, you know, in my mind, I'm like, God, how many other people are just like, I just didn't do it. Because the one said, the one gal did say, well, even though you told me to do this, I didn't, and now this happened. So tell me, like, how do I fix it? And she did, and she went in and did it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, God, how many other people, like, are just going through this, and then all of a sudden they're going to get a shipment, and then they're going to contact me and say, hey, what do I do? Like I'm overstocked, you know, and I just,
Yeah, but you can let them know they've got a shipment coming.
oh, I
home.
do. I let the 2 gals that just had a shipment go out. I did. I let
Okay,
them know.
well,
And
I
then,
mean, again, I got to look at this little black part in the middle. It's not, I mean, you can only
true,
control.
I can't control
You
it.
can't worry
Yeah.
about it. If that happens,
Yeah.
it's because
Yeah.
you did everything in your power, right? So.
Yeah. And hopefully
Al,
it's
do you
just
have a
these
question?
couple.
I did.
Hold on. Al
I
had his
have-
hand up.
Yeah, I have a question. And it hasn't happened to me yet, but I know it's going to happen because I know a couple of people that have no computers. They don't do any online stuff at all. I don't know how they survive, but how are we going to take care? Is there a way to take care of somebody who
Do they have
has
an email?
no?
No.
No?
What did you have in there for them before?
Oh, I haven't gotten one yet.
Oh,
I haven't gotten, but I know there's a couple of them out there. Is there
Well, some people like have it under their daughter's email or something like that. I mean, when that comes up, we can talk about it, but in today's world, it's very few. I mean, I even have a lady that's 90 that has her own email address and we got her set up. So it took me 5
Okay.
days. Took me 5 days because she couldn't see her credit card number or anything. I mean, it was unbelievable, but we got it done.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
yeah. Okay. And Vicky, you have a question.
I wanted to know if in the future, when we sign somebody up, will we get a notification? Or if somebody just goes to our website and signs up, will we get a notification that we have a new customer in our line?
It will be in your back office, but at this point, where they don't have that going yet.
Okay,
But it will show up if you know that they're gonna do it, you can see them in your customer
okay,
count.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Reagan, is there when you sign someone up, there used to be not just a email notification, but you could see that you had new customers. Is there a place on that in the
Yeah.
back office?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you go to my customers, they'll show up in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
Okay.
I just add on to that? I'm sorry, one more thing.
go ahead.
What happened for some of my customers, Al, that didn't have an email or a
Yeah.
readily available email? I put them under me on my email.
Okay,
And no, I'm just saying that that did happen, you're right, but now I have control of 2 accounts with their address, their credit card, all their information. I've been able to send their shipments out to them. Now, it won't
Okay.
happen in the future, but that happened
careful
before. I
and
know.
double check.
I know.
Because I just had somebody who it defaulted to the wrong address when their shipment came up. And then I heard of another lady that put all of her customers, like 40 people under hers in the very beginning, and it charged her credit card for all of those orders going out.
Oh,
So be careful. I would prefer you guys have an account for that person. Even if you set them up in a Gmail account and you check that Gmail account or forward it to yours, whatever. I would rather have you do it that way so you don't get stuck with some glitch. Okay. I mean, until we can trust, I don't trust all of that yet. Eventually I will, because I think eventually all of it will work smoothly, but anyway. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to move on. All right. All right. There's a time of year. You guys think about, different areas of your life. Like, what do you want to do? We all know this, right? Have you thought about not just working on your social life or yourself? A lot of people get stuck in just doing self-development and never actually applying it. Have you set like, hey, it would be great if I could get my business qualified this year? I mean, that's not that big of an effort to do that. I could help somebody else get their business qualified this year. What kind of things are you doing for fun that you can just take your business in your back pocket with you as well, right? How much money do you want to have go up in your world? How are you going to do that? You can use that Juice Plus. You have something else. Are you going to do anything fun for travel? Reward yourself. What are you doing to stay healthy? What time are you spending with your family, right? Some of us, like me, I can tend to be a bit of a workaholic, right? So scheduling in time with friends and family is super important. So just start thinking about making a little plan of kind of what you want to do. And then this is going to default to YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to watch it on YouTube.
I want you to ponder these 4 questions. Here's the first one, and that's why. Why pay the price? Why work this hard? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? That's a good question, why? And you're the only one personally that can answer that question for yourself. You've got to have your own list of whys. Here's what I want you to do when you go home after you've left this extravaganza. Work on your list of whys. One of the big thrusts for success is to come up with a strong enough why.
Yeah.
In leadership training, here's what we learn. If the why is powerful, the how is easy. Now, here's number 2. The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question. Why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? Now here's number 3. Why not you? I wish I could say that to each of you individually, but it would take a couple of lifetimes to sit down and talk with each of you individually. But I want you to take it personal. And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? And I'm here to say that I'm ready to pledge my support to make your personal dreams come true. I asked the question, why not you? But I'm not going to ask it and just walk away. I'm going to ask it and walk with you. And now here's my last question. My very last question on the questions to ponder is, why not now? There never was a better time. Take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world. Let's go do it now. I want you to ponder the.
Isn't he the best, you guys?
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity of being able to meet him, and I actually took my kids to a 3-day seminar with Jim Rohn, and it was probably one of the best experiences of my lifetime. So my little kids were like 9 and 12, and they still have their notebooks that they look at from that, and they're in their late 20s and 30s. So all right, you guys, there's a seat waiting for you at tables you haven't even seen. Doors are opening that you didn't even knock on. You belong in rooms you haven't even dreamed of yet. The universe is already aligning for your arrival. Trust the journey. And so I think for me, that's probably the word is, stay calm. For me, I have the word calm up on my board, but also trust the journey. And, again, be patient. We are in a time of change, but we are also getting into today's digital world. And so there are going to be some things that make us crazy, but we have the best product. We have the most amazing people. And that's what's kept me here is you guys. You guys, I love you and I appreciate you. And, anytime I think, oh, I'm done, I'm like, oh, wait, what about Missy? What about Sue? What about Jennifer? I would feel horrible. So, let's move through this together and we will make it. We'll get through there. But it's, sometimes things aren't fun, but in the long run, it could be great. So let's just pray that things will go the way that we should have them go. So
good things are on the horizon, I think, for sure. It's just, the journey right now. We're kind of going through the same thing in my office. So it's like, yeah, you just have to go with it and know that in the end, it's going to be better.
It is hard. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys have questions, you need help, please do not sit on hold. Call me. I'm here. I probably know the answer for you because I'm probably one of the squeakiest wheels in the company. They probably are tired of me. I know Travis is tired of me. I wrote him a letter and he didn't respond for the first time. And I was like, oh, he's mad at me now, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. So anyway, you guys have an awesome rest of your week and your month. And I will let you know if we decide to add some Elevate stuff, what we're going to do after Wednesday. And I will chat with you guys soon.
Thank you, Reagan.
Thanks, Reagan. Thanks for always leading us. We
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Reagan. Always
Okay.
have our back. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Reagan. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, it's
You.
Tanya.